This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world.
I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings. Welcome to the Versus Awards. I'm Septum Sin. This is Kotobuki Jake.
Hey,
You know, we had a bad year last year. We were hoping to start a revolution, and it ended in a whimper. And then Ginger Dead Man kicked us out of our studio because he said we weren't worthy. I mean, he chased you with the sword. But he said, if y'all want to be trash with these awards, hang out with the trash. So we're in the basement. His murder basement, by the way. Who knows if they're going to murder us or not tonight. But we're going to...
at least they left little friends.
Yeah, we got some comfort here to help us along. But we're going to... You see, even here, we got machines running. We got... It's terrifying. But let's get started this year. We got a good crop of people this year.
Yeah. Good
and,
crop of films, despite it all.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if any of them won an award, but we're here to find out who won. But we're going to start out with a pretty cool little ditty. And it goes, I like this.
Hey there, you sexy beasts. Mosley from Retro Cult Home Video here, and it is an honor and a privilege to be kicking off this year's Versus Awards with the first presentation for Best Poster Art. This is an often overlooked art form in the film industry these days. I think people just pretty much don't care most of the time. But when you get a good poster, it is, you know, something to be cherished. And that is the whole purpose of this category. Shining a little light on those films that go the extra mile to give us that extra little bit of visual scrumptiousness. So to that end, our nominees for this year's list are Barb and Star, Go to Visit Del Mar, Death Toilet 4, Brown Snakes on a Plane, my personal favorite maybe of the bunch, Eat Wheaties, then we've got Hell on the Shelf, The Mitchells versus the Machines, and Suicide Squad. And our winner is The Suicide Squad.
Boy, it's going to be a long night. And that's just the first award. There are 33 of these things. And we're thinking about adding more.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when it's like 100 awards,
Alright.
we'll be down to one watcher. But, well, don't do this at home, kids.
Life goals.
It's actually iced tea with a lot of alcohol. Any case, so Mo did a good job with this. He's Retro Cult
Home video.
Home Video, yes. Retro Cult Home Video, where there's a lot of cool stuff on that. He also has a thing called Schlocoholics, which yours truly, when he's not trapped in the dungeon, helps with. We did a nice discussion on the movie Scalps not long ago, and we have we do another one on the Shackled Demon Project, which may or may not have come to pass by the time of this awards show. I'm not even sure I'll be out of the basement by then. But what do you think? You think Suicide Squad was a good winner there? I thought it was.
It was a good one. I would have voted for Barb and Star, but
Yeah.
they made me want to go to Vista Del Mar.
It was between Barb and Star and like Death Toilet 4 for me, but definitely a wonderful win. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
But we have somebody else over here as we get into the supporting acting categories.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Dane Kyle. I am the host of August in Wonderland on YouTube, and I am joined here by my co-host, the Cheshire Cat. We are here to tell you about the nominees for Best Supporting Actress this year, a very important category in many ways, and stiff competition this year, including the following nominees: Anne Dowd for Mass, Cate Blanchett, Nightmare Alley, Meryl Streep, Don't Look Up, Mila Kunis, 4 Good Days, Park Yu-rim, Drive My Car, and Rita Moreno for West Side Story. And the award goes to Cate Blanchett for Nightmare Alley. Stay tuned for later in the program where Chesh and I will be reading you some more nominees and winners.
Well, thank you, Dane. He has a nice channel called Danejurous Arts. Arf.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yes.
You still got half a bottle to kill.
I'm working on it. Any case, he has an excellent program called Alice in Murderland, where Alice is a porn star murdering her friends with a bucket
Oh, Mr. Bucket.
and a can of Raid. But seriously, though, August in Wonderland is an excellent feature. We managed to get an appearance in it, and you might have a surprise appearance later on by some fun people. So what did you think of the winner this time?
Well, I very much loved Nightmare Alley, and I was glad to see it get a win. I thought Cate Blanchett did a fine job. There were stronger ones in this category, but good on her.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So who did she play again? Was it the mop?
The mop?
Where's the mop?
No, but she was trying to clean things up. She was trying to clean up, you could say. Didn't quite work.
Oh well. Well, in any case, I guess we got one of the supports out. Let's just take out the other and knock down the whole building.
Whee!
Hello, boys and girls. The Cheshire Cat and I are back to present the award for Best Supporting Actor, a category that is often overlooked by many, but is in fact just as important as the lead actor's role. We had some good performances this year, including the following nominees: Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, No Way Home; David Strathairn, Nightmare Alley; Demian Bashir, Land; J.K. Simmons, Being the Ricardos; Jonah Hill, Don't Look Up; and Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man No Way Home. And the award goes to Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man No Way Home. That's right. The first of the Sony live-action Spider-Man takes home that amazing Versus Award gold. But we're not done yet, boys and girls, for the Cheshire Cat and I will be back to present the award for Best Actor. So stay tuned.
Well, I guess a lot of people were really, really happy to see Tobey Maguire again.
I'll drink to that.
I mean, really, really happy.
Or rather, because of that. See, this is one I would have liked to see Nightmare Alley win. David Strathairn was great in that film.
Yeah.
But, I like Toby. I thought Andrew Garfield did a better job in the same film. But
I was Andrew Garfield's fan. I love it when he eats the lasagna.
You know that's how they got him into this universe, right?
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess better than playing him up.
See, Doctor Strange accidentally, that was what messed up the spell, was he kept thinking about lasagna.
Well, there you go.
And he blamed it on the poor kid, but it was really his fault.
Strange.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
So anyway.
Hello, this is Evan Jacobs, and thank you very much, Versus Awards, for allowing me to do the screenplay categories, I believe there's only two. We're going to do one right now for Best Original Screenplay. An original screenplay is exactly what it is. It's when you sit down and you write it, it comes originally from your mind, and it's not adapted or based on any pre-existing property. So, Best Original Screenplay, Adam McKay for Don't Look Up, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. I loved Belfast. I loved Don't Look Up too, but I loved Belfast. Michael Rianda and Jeff Rowe for The Mitchells versus the Machines, Stephen Knight for Spencer, Will Burson and Shaka King for Judas and the Black Messiah, and Zach Balin for King Richard. And the winner is Michael Rianda and Jeff Rowe, The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Well, that was actually one of our nominees this year, Evan Jacobs. He actually created Death Toilet 4. I don't think any of his other films were up this year, were they?
I don't believe so, not this year.
I tried to get something.
He was a
next
big winner last year.
He's got one heck. He won Best Director last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually got one heck of a filmography, and then when you look at it, he's got like 10 films coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think at least one of them is going to get there. I actually think that that his documentary may have a shot at documentary feature this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good film. Oh, not going to be. It is a good film. Very good film.
And it certainly makes us seem legit to have someone like that actually show up for our show. It's great.
Yeah, he's a legit director.
Yeah.
Awesome director. Anhedenia Films. Link down below.
Mm-hmm.
But, so what do you think? Mitchells versus the Machines. That was a surprise for me.
Somewhat.
I thought,
It was a very original screenplay.
gosh, what was it? I thought MASH was going to win this year.
Which one?
MASH, the one about the people in the army, and they go in and they're shooting Lawrence McDonald and Oprah Winfrey.
What's in that drink?
Pineapples.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. And I like Mitchells versus the Machines. I thought it was very original. But, everyone's got their own kick.
Still, it's good to see it get an award. Yeah, good for you. Those machines worked hard for that award.
Indeed.
But that's not the only screenplay we have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at the next one in the line.
Mm-hmm.
Hello again. Now at the Versus Awards, we move into Best Adapted Screenplay. A Best Adapted Screenplay is, let's say, a great example, The Shining. The Shining was a book written by the great Stephen King. It got adapted and was turned into what I believe is a great movie. So let's go right now to Best Adapted Screenplay. Chris McKenna and Eric Summers for Spider-Man: No Way Home. Dave Callahan and Destin Daniel Cretton and Andrea Lanham for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Guillermo del Toro and Kim Morgan for Nightmare Alley. James Gunn for The Suicide Squad. Michael Bronner, Rory Hines, and Sorhab Nurshavani, I hope I said your name correctly, for The Mauritanian. And Steve Levinson for Tick, Tick, Boom. And the winner is Chris McKenna and Eric Summers for Spider-Man No Way Home. I would like to humbly thank the Versus Awards for again including me in this award season. My name is Evan Jacobs, and I run a streaming service called Anhedenia Films Unlimited. Please check it out. For $2 a month, you can watch 40 plus films, and more are coming all the time. Just ask the makers of the Versus Awards or the creators of the Versus Awards if that's the case. Thank you so much.
All right, well, that's the last of Evan Jacobs we're going to be seeing this time around.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, what a surprise about the winner. Could you have picked that out?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that might not be the last time we see Spider-Man tonight.
Yep. We have positioned ourselves as being something of an anti-Oscars program, and, well, this year we sure were.
This year, I think we're aiming for the People's Choice Awards, right down to the venue.
Well, no, their venue's a little classier than this, but no, not much.
Get used to disappointment.
But yeah, we got a little bit of Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah.
Get away, rats. Sorry about that. I had to chase those little bastards away.
I know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you again to Anhedenia Films. You have once again come through, and I hope that you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
This is we still got a long ways yet, and a lot of awards to show.
Mm-hmm. Got some fun ones though.
So let's take a look at the next one.
Hello there from Wonderland. It's me, the Mad Hatter, with my compatriot, the March Hare.
Domo.
Normally, there's no room, but today there's always a little room for a little fun. So, the March Hare is going to give you a little start while I enjoy some tea.
Hi, vamos. We are presenting a non-English language film. So we have 6 nominees. Sairu no yo ni kotoba ga wakai gara, aka words bubble up like soda pop. Drive my car. Estate la mano de Dio, or the hand of God. Flee. Madres Paralelas, aka Parallel Mothers. And Ryu to Sobakaso no Hime, or Belle.
I tip my hat to that.
And the winner is Drive My Car.
Vroom vroom.
Oh, look at those handsome gents. Is that cameo you were referring to?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
A little touch of August in Wonderland.
Aha.
You should check out Dangerous Arts. It is below in the comments. No.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Whatever that note-taking section is.
Indeed.
It's the one where you put the notes. You take a Post-it note, you put it there,
Yes.
and then you hope other people can see it even though they can't.
Just check the link.
Check that link.
Yes.
Who knows where thoughts come from? They just appear. Mm-hmm.
Don't check it too hard. It might disappear. That Post-it note could fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Drive My Car was quite the film.
It was.
It won the Oscar, I believe, didn't it?
It did.
And this guy's also up for Best Director?
Yes. It was a very solid film. Very, very solid film. I was not disappointed.
It needed more driving scenes. For a movie about a NASCAR driver who lets people drive
What
their
movie
car
were you watching?
while they're listening to the Beatles.
What movie were you watching?
Well, Drive My Car is a Beatles song. And it's about a person picking up women in a race car as they drive the Daytona 500.
And now for something completely different.
But this one was written by a Japanese guy with an English title.
Yeah.
Should you not have insisted that he do a Japanese title?
Technically, it was Doraibu My Ka.
See, that is the title.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good acting. Very good directing. I think this was an excellent film and an excellent choice. Here to you.
Here. Or no, Kanpai. Okay, we need to.
Yes.
Kanpai.
Yep. Pineapple.
Well, hello. My name is WetMovie1, here on the YouTube platform. And I'm here to introduce the nominees for Best Stunts in Movies. We all know stunts, stunt actors, kind of get overlooked in the Hollywood industry, from Marvel movies to, big blockbusters like martial art flicks and all sorts of things. And I am kind of happy to be here to announce the nominees for Best Stunts in a Movie. I have them written up here on my phone. The first nominee is Black Widow. The second nominee is Godzilla vs. Kong. We also have King Richard. Was Will Smith slapping people in that movie? Or dodging tennis balls or something? And had a stuntman? I don't remember big stunts happening in that one. But the next one is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. That one has some great stunt work in it. I love that one right there. We also have Spider-Man, No Way Home, right here. We also have the Suicide Squad. And the winner is... I don't know if there's the drum roll here or not.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Kind of leaving it up for the suspense. And the winner is, by unanimous decision, Spider-Man, No Way Home. Congratulations, Spidey. You got it, son. But thank you guys for having me for the award ceremony here. I appreciate it. I am the wet one. I'm a little bit wet on top and on bottom. Bada bing. Catch you on the next one.
So, stunts.
Yeah.
They don't pay us to do stunts. When Ginger Dead Man chased him with the sword,
yeah,
it had to happen off camera because we did it on camera, he'd be dead.
No.
But we're working on it. We'll one day have somebody we can kill on camera, make him dress up as Jake, and then we'll have a stunt actor.
Yeah, but we, unlike some productions, we prefer not to kill our stunt people.
Yeah, we just kill the actors.
I love it when a plan comes together.
But that's why Dr. Frankenstein is on our pay grade. He comes back, and he does bring us back when we've died on the show a couple times.
Okay.
Like when you hit me with that chair. Huh?
Channel's mine now.
But I hit you back.
Yeah, that was me. This is a wonderful idea.
That's what you get. My show.
But, in general, we have fun on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But
except when Gingy is trying to kill me.
But a shout out to WetMovie1. He does a lot of cool stuff on his channel. A lot of movie collecting. Mm-hmm. Talks about a lot of out of print stuff. Also goes on a lot of cool adventures. There was a recent one that was really neat that they were doing movie hunting with. And And I always like it when he does his movie hunting videos because he'll come up with some stuff that normally we wouldn't talk about, which is kind of cool. He went to this concert not long ago where John Williams actually was performing live.
Nice.
So, that would have been cool at the Hollywood.
That might not be going on much longer.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's in 90, so, Hollywood Bowl.
It's like semi-retired.
So, I would have loved to have seen that. Yeah. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But you should check out his channel. It is an awesome channel.
Mm-hmm.
If you like movies, if you like adventures about the town, you should check out...
We're speaking of adventures, he is my fellow master of the Hockey One-Chip Challenge.
We are past the minute mark.
No.
Don't be a hero.
Alright, so how long did we make it?
About 1:20.
Alright.
He did a better job.
Unlike some people.
He still did a better job, though.
He did. I'll give him that.
You showed me why I shouldn't take that challenge. But if you want to see that video, it's not that far back. You should check out the channel, our channel, where we got it. He did the challenge too, did an awesome job with it. He's got some major spice potential. Alright. So on to the next one. Here.
Next up, we've got Best Cameo or Bit Player. Probably one of my favorite things in movies to see is people you're not expecting to see in it that just pop up. We go with my favorite. Recent would probably be Brad Pitt as the Invisible Man in Deadpool. That was definitely a surprise. But anywho, the nominees are, we have Benedict Wong in Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings, Bill Murray in Ghostbusters Afterlife, Charlie Cox in Spider-Man No Way Home, Chris Evans in Free Guy, Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters Afterlife, and Ernie Hudson in Ghostbusters Afterlife. And the winner is Charlie Cox, Spider-Man No Way Home. Great cameo. I enjoyed it myself.
Man, nothing like a good cameo in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple of cameos throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
This was our introduction to Cody Tutor, who is an actor in a lot of these things. He's an actor in this film series called The Paranoia Tapes, not The Paranormal Tapes. I get that messed up. I almost got my head chopped off for that one.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of them. 8 of them, or 9 of them, or 10 of them. They keep coming out, but they're pretty cool anthology films. So you should check it out. He's in a lot of them. So definitely check those out at the. Just check them out. They're fun. The Paranoia Tapes.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think? You think that was Charlie Cox was a good stunt or not stunt?
That was my pick of the year. I mean, seriously, it's like I freaking loved that moment, and I think Spider-Man. We kind of skipped commenting on Spider-Man winning stunt work. Spider-Man got a few things.
I preferred Black Widow.
I think for the stunt work, Black Widow was a solid choice. And what movie won? If I remember correctly, he kind of was dismissive a little bit of King Richard. I think the sports movie stunt work is a big part of that. But it's a different kind of stunt work, obviously. But for this one, I know a lot of people would love to see the original Ghostbusters win. I think they split the vote. But I did love seeing Charlie Cox in that brief little role, and that immediate yes, Daredevil will be in the MCU. That was a nice little moment.
Yeah, it is.
And he did have one of the best lines of the year.
I think
I'm one hell of a, or I'm a really good lawyer.
Actually, come to think of it, he's got a new series coming in. I can't remember whether they're saying the old series is canon or not, because they say it's kind of a retelling or reimagining of the series.
I
or something.
haven't really heard the specifics.
But I'm waiting for him to appear on She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's coming.
I was gonna say it's
coming.
Show about a lawyer. It's got to be in there.
Oh, I've heard he is in it.
So that'd be good. I've seen 5 of them so far, so
Yeah.
maybe they're saving them for the end.
Probably.
But before we go, we're going to do a brief musical interlude. As we take a sneak peek at the upcoming film psychoanalysis of Sharkula. As I do the Sharkula dance. So,
I don't think that'll be winning any awards.
Well, the song might be up for a Best Song Award next year, though. Sharkula's going to be a contender in the next year.
And actually, technically, dance could possibly be considered, depending on the type of dance, could be under the umbrella of stunt work. I mean, it is kind of a broad umbrella. Some dancers do their own bits, but not all of them do. So,
but you know what? We should probably go ahead and let Dave talk about them short subjects.
Yep.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Strege, and I am from Inside Movies Galore, as well as Delusions of Grandeur, where I podcast on both channels and review specific films. And I've been asked to present for the Versus Awards from Septemson versus the World on 2 of the blocks that they have here. And the first of these is it has to do with how long my vacation was 2 weeks ago. It was really short. But I believe that we are live, so it works because these are the live action short subjects. So the first nominees of this block is Departures. Also, Lakshan Ilanda, When the Sun Sets, The Long Goodbye, On My Mind, Please Hold, and Stenophonin. And the winner is, dun dun dun, On My Mind. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I don't really need to introduce Dave to about because he did it himself.
Yeah.
So listen to him, and he'll tell you where to find him.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. He's on a couple other projects with us as well, and we're glad to have him. Thanks a lot, Dave. But On My Mind was a good short
Very
film.
good. Very good.
You know, I actually didn't. I sort of saw it coming, but I still cried at that film.
Yeah.
That was a tearful moment, especially the end.
And it gives you the feels.
I mean,
I freaking love Please Hold, and it was downright one of the most terrifying films I've ever seen, and hilarious at the same time. It was hilarious and frightening, and I love that combination. But On My Mind, yeah, that just gave you the feels. That was a tearjerker.
In a good way.
And actually, the name recognition did not win the other short film over like it did with the Oscars. What was that film? The
Long Goodbye.
Yeah.
With Riz Ahmed.
Yeah, Riz Ahmed. My guess is that many of the voters didn't see the other thing Riz Ahmed was in, and probably don't even know who Riz Ahmed is.
Yeah. But even so, I mean, The Long Goodbye was good, but it didn't hit me
was
the way
good.
those other two did.
I think it was just outclassed by the competition.
Yeah.
Though it was still good.
In a weak year, it could have won.
But we have more short film magic.
Indeed.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. My name is David Streggy. If you haven't heard it before, I'm from Inside Movies Galore and Delusions of Grandeur, which are two podcasts that run on Sundays and Tuesdays. But I'm also a film reviewer, so I've been asked to talk about some of the nominees for a short film block having to do with animations. So the nominees are Affairs of the Art, Bad Seeds, Far from the Tree, Gaslight, Robin, and Us Again. And the winner goes to dum 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 Gaslight. So congratulations to the short film involved. I'm sure it was a gas, if you get my drift. And thank you very much for watching.
Well, Gaslight. I would never have expected Gaslight to win. There's not a lot of big names. It's actually a student film.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, but it was this year, and I think there are a couple of things. It was short.
They're very short.
And it was highly amusing. I think most people, if they were like, we can only get one in, they probably were able to get Gaslight and say, 3 minutes, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sir? Huh? We're in a terrible rush.
But it did have a pretty cool message to it, and don't screw with quitting your smoking.
Yeah.
And if you do, don't quit smoking in a gas station. A lot of flammable things in a gas station.
Yeah, a lot of flammable things down here, probably. Probably shouldn't be, you don't want to light up here either.
Yeah, I gotta watch the matches I have.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was a fun one. Very fun.
So, during this break, while they're doing the next short film, you want to go play with matches?
Ooh.
All right, let's go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is David Streggy. I am from Inside Movies Galore, as well as Delusions of Grandeur, which are two podcasts that run on Sundays and Tuesdays, and as well as going under Delusions of Grandeur video pickups and reviews that I do from time to time. But I have been asked to come on this great award show called the Versus Awards, put on by Septum Sim versus the World. And I am here to talk about Skinwalker, the Howl of Raugaru. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm really here to, because that's way too long, to talk about the best documentary short subject block here. And the nominees are Audible, Camp Confidential, America's Secret Nazis, Lead Me Home, The Queen of Basketball, 3 Songs for Benazir, and When We Were Bullies. And the winner goes to Camp Confidential, America's Secret Nazis. I wonder why, but thanks go out to the short film. Obviously, it was a hit out there, so thank you.
Well, that didn't work well.
Fire's hot.
But I'm in my bad stuff. My not so good clothes, so they're so chock full of crap they didn't catch fire. But that documentary short subject, quite a thing. I had never heard of Camp Confidential. I should have
Mm-hmm.
prior to the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good film. I watched it preparing for this, and it was pretty good. I do admit.
It was a solid film. It really felt like the kind of documentaries that you see all the time on TV. It felt like an episode of something, but it was really good, and it kind of makes you wonder about things.
Well, there were others that I thought were good on there, but
Yeah.
this one wasn't bad. I give it that, and not too bad, not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
But there are bigger documentary fish to kill.
Mm-hmm.
As we see Dave one more time.
The documentary feature.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Streggy. I am from Inside Movies Galore, as well as Delusions of Grandeur, a couple of podcasts that run on Sundays and Tuesdays. But I have been asked by Septon Sim versus the World to come on this great Versus Awards to talk about this documentary, the Mothman Legacy. Oh, wait, that's the wrong frickin' year. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here to talk about the best documentary. Right subject matter, okay? But the block that is for the best documentaries. So, we have for nominees, Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal and Greed, Clerk, Eating Our Way to Extinction, Flea, Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Cannot Be Televised. And the winner goes to dum dum dum, Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal and Greed. Congratulations go out to this documentary and its filmmaker. Thank you for coming and watching our show.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Well, as we paint a little picture here and there, we've got Bob Ross.
Happy little bush.
This was an early one, too. But when it came out, there was a lot of Oscar buzz, but I think it came out too early in the year.
Well, I mean, it was marketed as a friggin' TV production, and the Oscars are really funny when it comes to documentaries.
Which is sad because, I mean, it really had just about as much to do with it than others, like that OJ one. That OJ one might as well have been a miniseries.
Yeah.
Yet that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, the Bob Ross doc is really good. It really makes you wonder. I mean, it's a celebration of the guy himself, but it also really makes you wonder about the people that he involved himself with.
Yeah.
And,
like anything, any business, this business, you got to watch out who you associate with, and you got to guard your back.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hope that the people who made the film that they get what they're trying to get with it. It'll be good. But
well,
anyway,
speaking of guarding my back, Cody is gonna talk to us a little bit about cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to watch our back, and we'll see you in a minute.
All right, and next up we have Best Cinematography. First up is Dante's Shadow of Sin. Then Eternals. Next is Land. Then Spider-Man No Way Home. The Tragedy of Macbeth. And Zack Snyder's Justice League. And the winner is Spider-Man No Way Home.
All right. I took care of him. What help you were. You just fled as the blood spattered.
What? Spider-Man?
I'm gonna drink your blood like cranberry sauce, meanie.
You know, when there's a murderous killer coming up from behind, you have got to take initiative. This is not the safe section of the house.
This is true.
We've got at least 15 murderers, some of them even lethal murderers. Not all of them are the top of the top.
I did what every good horror movie victim is supposed to do. I hid behind the wall of chainsaw.
Are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart. Yeah, okay.
That's not an appropriate wall. Because behind the wall of chainsaws is the wall of gasoline. Because you gotta fuel the chainsaws.
Good point.
That would have been a good place for the match party. But with that being said, so we had this for a while. This isn't Cody's last one. I think he's got editing.
He's got another one.
Yeah, so cinematography, I don't know. I mean, you had some amazing cinematography out there, and Spider-Man had some good camera work, but...
Yeah.
I mean, did anybody actually see Macbeth?
Apparently not. They got confused because they saw the tragedy of Macbeth, and they thought it sounded depressing. And then everyone called it that Scottish play, which didn't really help get the name out there. But that had some stunning cinematography. I mean, really.
Yeah.
There were 3 black and white films last year. Belfast and Passing both were better than Spider-Man. Spider-Man was great. And obviously, I love my Marvel films. But I shouldn't have won that one.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Man, I do feel like we're the People's Choice Awards. We need a Bad Boys film in the mix.
Well, we got a Bad Boy presenting next one, I guess.
So I guess next year it's going to be Bad Boys 4, and Kissing Booth 3 that are going to be the big winners.
Are we with Bad Boys?
Yeah, 3. So it's 4. It'll be the 4th one.
Okay.
Because the 3rd one came out last year.
True.
Remember, it got makeup and hairstyling.
Right.
Well, nominated anyway.
Right, but that was called Bad Boys for Life, which a lot of times that would be the 4th title. They kind of, they jumped the gun with that.
I deride your truth-handling abilities.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, as you can tell, we've got a nice set here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So why don't we do a little more set dressing with a familiar face?
No.
Well, let's go ahead and cover best set dressing and art design in a film. Of course, you got the sets. This would be production design, but we kind of assigned it to animated feature instead, and that's going to be covered by somebody else. So there. So the best set dressing and art design live action nominees are Dune, Free Guy, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Land, Nightmare Alley, and Spencer. And the winner is Dune! Well, maybe we'll need a part 2 after all this. After all 5 people who watch this actually see it. In any case, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I'm gonna go off and get some coffee. Coffee.
Well, that was Ginger Dead Man. Star of the movie is the Ginger Dead Man movies, and of course our friendly show, and some of the Evil Bong films. But he was in his best, and then he threw us in here. I guess he decided he was going to help out after all. Well, I guess if he's filming out there, then he's not in here with us, so I guess that means that we're safe.
That's probably a good thing.
So, I was surprised. I wasn't surprised when Dune reared its ugly head at this point. So what do you think about art design?
Oh, it was pretty good. There were better ones, but it was good.
But is it as good as animation productions?
No, it shouldn't have won in animation, no.
Should have been Spider-Man.
Right? Best production, design, and animation. To tell a story through art, through drawings, and through computer design is a way to tell a movie through animation. And these 6 films are our nominees: Encanto, Luca, Mitchells versus the Machines, Raya and the Last Dragon, Ron's Gone Wrong, Belle. And the winner is Raya and the Last Dragon.
So that was Brittany from Imbria Arts. And again, you get to see some pretty cool stuff. Demon Blade, which has a paperback out.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the book 12 Kingdom, I think. What? Not 12 Kingdom. 12. It's a good book. You should take a look. There's also a YouTube channel that she has and Twitch where she does some streaming. Been doing Stardew Valley, Spider-Man, a lot of other things, and setting up some anime reviews in the future. Mm-hmm. So you should check it out. She's a VTuber, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, gorgeous design in that one. I think they, contrary to what some people say, I feel like the design in it was one of the stronger points. Yeah. I think there was some very nice production design in the various animations we saw this year.
I was rooting for Belle personally, but yeah, I understand.
Belle definitely was a solid one for that. Actually, I don't know.
I think if Summer Wars had come out this year,
that
would have. It was still lost to Raya because Raya's Disney.
Yeah,
but still,
Belle probably. I wish it had done better. It could have done better. But anyway,
you could have been a contender. But that's that, and this is this. But let's take a look at something completely different.
Hey y'all, this is Kim from Kim Creates Stuff, and I'm here to give y'all the nominees for Best Makeup and Hairstyling and Best Costume Design. Now, first of all, we all know that makeup and hairstyling and costume design is important because it kind of adds to the authenticity of a lot of movies, particularly if you have good makeup and hairstyling. I know that with several films I've seen over the years that it kind of took me out when the makeup or visual effects were kind of off, and terrible. A prime example of that would be Dawn of the Dead, the original. That makeup was kind of bad. I love Tom Savini, but that was a little bad, and I hope he realized that was bad. Inconceivable! But it all depends, I guess, on some movies, whatever. First up is Best Makeup and Hairstyling. First up we have Zack Snyder's Justice League. Then we have The Suicide Squad. Then Spencer. No Time to Die. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. And finally, Cruella. And the winner is Cruella.
So that was Kim from Kim Creates Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good channel if you like bullet journaling. If you like some pretty cool stuff about art design and crafting, she is where to go. I think it's very appropriate for the makeup and hairstyling.
Mm-hmm.
And you should check out her channel. A link, of course, down below, as always. Cruella definitely cleaned up in these categories here. And with good reason.
I don't know. It had a severe paucity of mustaches.
Yeah, true. Except for Cruella's.
Oh, well, yeah, that was the best one. And Emma Thompson had that nice villain mustache.
Yeah. But I do think that it was Cruella was an amazing film in many ways.
Better than expected.
Probably it's my favorite live-action Disney remake. Even though I don't think of it as a remake.
It's not really.
It's really more of a reimagining, like Alice in Wonderland.
Well, it's also a prequel. Like, it really, yeah.
But they put it in the category of the remakes, like with Cinderella and so on. But I look at this one, Maleficent, they're different films. They're not remakes of... It's not... Maleficent isn't Sleeping Beauty.
No.
Cruella is not 101 Dalmatians. And... Ugh. Lion King sucks.
It stinks.
Yeah.
You know, there's some children who will never see the regular animated Lion King, and this is the only. And this live action Lion King is the only one they know.
Yeah, I know.
That makes me a sad panda.
Sad.
It is a sad thing. But who knows? When The Little Mermaid...
Well, think about how many people would say the same thing you just said, but they would say it about Kimbo the White Lion.
Yeah, true. Well, when Little Mermaid comes out and everybody tosses aside the animated version...
I'm sure everyone will do that.
You know, it'll be there. It's going to be the new favorite. It's going to be the best film of that year. Not according to some people who complain. But who knows? Maybe it will be. I mean...
It could be good.
Lord knows Pinocchio wasn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
Worst performance of Tom Hanks' life.
Really?
He started the movie with an accent, and halfway he just dropped it.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I'm like, even you don't care. Oh my goodness. But with that being said, it was still a good movie. On to costumes.
Next up, we have Best Costume Design. And I'm going to be honest here, none of these nominees make sense to me, but whatever. First up, we have Suicide Squad. Next, Spider-Man No Way Home. Spencer. King Richard. Halloween Kills. And finally, Cruella. And the winner is... whatever. Cruella, which I think makes more sense than the other ones. Alright, so that's it for me. So we're going to go ahead and take it on to the next person.
I don't think we have anything to say about these costumes. I mean, Cruella was... I mean, it's about a fashion designer war, essentially. Right. I mean, who wouldn't look at this and say, excellent costumes?
Well, apparently that criteria did not help Last Night in Soho, which really should have been a contender in this category. But Cruella was excellent. Yeah.
Was it nominated?
I don't think it was.
It was nominated this year, but I don't know if it was nominated for this.
I don't think it was in this category. I'd have to look at it again, but... Yeah.
But a good film, nevertheless. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Cruella, though, was an excellent one. What won costume design in the Oscars?
That might have been Cruella.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't remember. I think that was like the only thing it was up for.
Well, let's go ahead with Best Character Design.
Uh-huh.
Best Character Design in Animation. Designing one's character helps brings to life the character throughout not just the acting, but the look as well. And our nominees are Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, Encanto, Hilda and the Mountain King, The Mitchells versus The Machines, Raya and the Last Dragon, and Belle. And the winner is Encanto.
You know, I expected Encanto to win before this.
Yeah.
But Encanto has now won.
Mm-hmm.
And now it cannot be stopped. Because it is the Disney juggernaut.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
It is. It is. And it was a good one. And the character design was quite good.
But we can't talk about it. At least one of the
not all.
characters.
We can't talk about all of it. No.
But we'll cease talking about it a little bit later when we get further down the line.
Now this is one I think I probably would have gone with Belle for this one, but yeah.
It's hard to say. There were different characters in Encanto. They did do a good job of the different superpowers and how they work together and this family structure. So it was pretty creative in that way.
Indeed.
So you know what? This is what I say when I'm confronted with this. On to the next one.
Okay, for our next delusion, we will be covering Best Voice Actress. And unfortunately, we could not hire other people to dub over us. So, we will be redubbed over ourselves. But in these films, they did a very good job of hiring people to dub for people who are not actually, you're not actually watching a person, you're watching an image that is talking. So, for voice actress, we have Awkwafina for Raya and the Last Dragon, Bella Ramsey for Hilda and the Mountain King, Kaho Nakamura for Belle, Kelly Marie Tran for Raya and the Last Dragon, Maria Cecilia Botero for Encanto, and Stephanie Beatriz for Encanto. And the winner is Kelly Marie Tran, Raya and the Last Dragon. Salud!
Yes, very good.
Alrighty.
Oh, those rapscallions again.
Well, I thought we saw the end of Raya. Actually, you know what? I favored Awkwafina for this one.
Huh.
Which is rare, because...
It is rare.
I don't really care for Awkwafina overall. I know it's a minority opinion,
Yeah.
but I don't. Though I thought that she did an excellent job as the dragon in this.
She did. I personally like Kelly Marie Tran and Gemma Chan better, but yeah, they were all solid. That was another thing. Raya had solid voice acting. It really did have solid voice acting. Yeah.
Though I'll admit, all the other nominees were also good.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Indeed.
No bad voice acting. But, but I couldn't understand it because it wasn't in the original Japanese.
Well, one of them was, wasn't it?
That what one of them was. So who would have been playing that character in the Japanese?
The main character?
Yeah, in Raya. Who do you think would have played him? Let's see. Yuki Horie, maybe?
Maybe. You mean Yui Horie?
Yui Horie, yes.
Maybe. I'm almost thinking Mai Nakahara might have been more likely.
So that's the real winner of this for the original Japanese of Raya and the Last Dragon. I jest, but let's keep going to a voice actor.
Voice actor. Okay.
Oh, well, just strengthening my tea with a little sugar. Yes. So, we've got voice actors. Yes, voice actors. Many of them. On the streets. Yelling and screaming. Someone with a microphone grabs them, and then we throw them into characters, and that's how it's done. At least that's how they do it here. I mean, we should have won Best Voice Actor for the mouse.
Oh, indeed. Where's the mouse?
Let's see. Not here.
Did you eat another mouse?
Where has the tea gone? A little more tea, if you please. But, Best Voice Actor. The nominees are Daniel Dae Kim for Raya and the Last Dragon, Danny McBride for Mitchells vs. the Machines, Jacob Tremblay for Luca. Josh Robert Thompson for Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. A really good crab imitation, in my opinion.
Oh, yes. He was quite crabby.
Because imitation crab is the best crab. When you can't get real crab. Then, let's see, Sylvester Stallone for the Suicide Squad. And, last but not least, Zach Galifianakis for Ron's Gone Wrong.
Are you sure it wasn't for Ron's Gone Wild?
No, that's the film in the back. And the winner is Sylvester Stallone for the Suicide Squad. Here!
Monster No.
I need more of this. Alright.
Ah, my goodness, how many of these are they doing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Get out already. No room. No room. Okay, let's do that again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. No room.
No room.
Okay. We'll do it again. But take a drink first. Okay. 1, 2, 3. No room. No room. Yes, close enough. Bye-bye.
What's on a cookie?
We're probably going to see you on the next one, aren't we? No, not the next one. Thank God. Maybe they're gone. Maybe they're gone for good.
Maybe. You never know with those two.
But I was kind of entertained by the winner of this one. Tell you the truth,
Yes.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
But yes, he is voice acting.
Yes.
So Stallone definitely.
Sylvester Stallone is the voice of King Shark in The Suicide Squad.
Boy. So
He had some solid competition from actual animated films and another cameo appearance from a non-animated film, but yeah, it's just, I think a great deal of the joy of that is that it's Sylvester Stallone.
True enough. True enough. Sometimes a name is enough to get you where you need to go.
Monster Noms. Yes, Monster.
But a different country heard of.
I would have liked to have seen Ratcatcher get more love on their nominations, but yeah.
We need to start talking about Best Picture.
Oh, indeed.
So, our 12th nominee...
We have a 12-pack.
Is the movie... Actually, let me see. Yeah, since we've seen them all, we'll just go back and forth. So, I'll take the evens, you take the odds.
Sounds good.
So, Cruella. We just talked about Cruella. Excellent costume design, amazing acting, riveting story about an individual who is treated like crap and decides to become a criminal thief / fashion designer.
A guerrilla fashion designer, you might say.
And I admit, there's a good reason for hating those Dalmatians in that movie. So it's a pretty cool origin story. I wonder if they are going to follow it up with an 101 Dalmatians remake.
I will admit, if they had done an actual origin of the Cruella de Vil from the cartoon, I would have hated that movie on so many levels. But I like this version, and I kind of would like to see 101 Dalmatians as a sequel to this. That would be interesting. Yeah.
So that's our first one.
Indeed.
Cruella.
Indeed.
But we've got more awards to give out before.
Oh, yeah.
The next one.
Mo's back with us for a couple of rounds.
Indeed.
So in addition to the cast of characters and the special effects, one of the things most people remember most about any given film is the score, especially if it's a good one. So to that end, this year we have our nominees for Best Score. We got coming in first on the list, Jermaine Franco for Encanto. We've got James Newton Howard for Raya the Last Dragon. We have Leonard Bernstein for West Side Story, my personal favorite of the bunch, maybe. We have Nathan Johnston for Nightmare Alley, also a strong contender. We have Ryan Carlson for Hilda and the Mountain King, and then we have a trio of composers nominated in our final slot, those being Yuta Bando, Ludwig Forssell, and Tasai Iwasaki for Belle. And the winner is, we can't afford a drum roll, but just picture it in your head, Jermaine Franco for Encanto. Well done. It's a great film.
All right, so Encanto wins Best Score.
Mm-hmm.
Disney film.
Yeah.
That could have been Raya, but...
and Raya had a phenomenal score. I love this score.
Actually, in a way,
I did love Encanto's.
I could say that it had more of a score than Encanto because Encanto had more songs.
Yes.
So...
Raya was a traditionally scored film.
Yeah.
Encanto is more connecting music between the songs, but there were score pieces. And that's one of the reasons why we decided this year we were going to call it Best Score.
Indeed.
Because harping on the original aspect cuts out so many good scores. And sometimes a score can be the same few pieces cut and edited throughout the film, and it can be just as effective as a full score, you know.
Indeed.
And Encanto does have some great pieces of music other than the songs. Anyway.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Wait till I get going! Where was I?
Well,
and that's our lead-in to our next Best Picture nominee, Bruno. No, well, wait, no, we can't talk about that. No. Especially because of the movie that brings to mind.
Yes.
No, Encanto is our number 11 pick. For many of the reasons we have already discussed, it is a gloriously visually attractive film. It has great music, great score, great songs. Quite possibly, this may or may not be the popular opinion, but it so far is my opinion. I think that Lin-Manuel Miranda's best work has been the Disney films he has done.
Yeah.
Moana may still be the best work he's done, and Encanto is close behind. Just a solid film, and I enjoyed it, and I'm glad to see it was a nominee.
Okay.
All right, so I guess I'm the designated jukebox for the evening. Following up our last presentation of nominees and winners, we are doing the Best Original Song category. Coming in first, we have Down to Joy by Van Morrison from the film Belfast. We have Fight for You by Her DeMille and Tiara Thomas for Judas and the Black Messiah. We've got Somehow You Do by Diane Warren from 4 Good Days. We've got You to Yo, Gail's Song by Kaho Nakamura from Belle. We have We Don't Talk About Bruno by Lin-Manuel Miranda for Encanto. And then finally we have Yamazakura by Taiko Onuki and Hirokazu Ogura for Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. And our winner is We Don't Talk About Bruno by We Don't Talk About Bruno by Lin-Manuel Miranda from Encanto.
So we have a pretty good one there. I mean, original score. So we did
original
song, which was right there. We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
No.
Right! This calls for immediate discussion!
Yeah.
But Mo did a great job with it.
He did.
Is that the last one?
That's his last one, yes.
So, again, check out Mo with, you know it. And you know it.
Yes. And you do too, by now. Retro Cold Home Video.
But it is a good channel.
Yes.
You should check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
And we had to honor the song that Disney didn't even submit to the Oscars.
Nope.
Because they looked at their playlist, they looked at the submission calendar, they said, we have to pick a song because God forbid we should let the Academy choose which song they want. We're going to pick for them, and they chose poorly.
Well, I mean, they couldn't talk about it, so it makes sense.
Dos Oreguitos is a lovely song. It's a glorious song,
Yes.
but we don't talk about Bruno as the song that broke the internet last year.
Well,
the song that spawned 1,000 memes.
Speaking of something that could break the internet, let's talk about our 10th nomination for Best Picture.
Yes.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Now, this is an interesting film about, well, Tammy Faye, who, if you don't know her, well, you're younger than us. But Tammy Faye Baker and her husband were known for some terrible things. Great things, yet terrible things.
Yes.
And this was an excellent film. Beautiful makeup. The acting was very well done. I mean, again, we had some amazing acting by the characters. Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
Jim Brave is Jim Baker, yeah.
Excellent job here.
And I friggin' love seeing the Kingpin himself playing Jerry Falwell.
Yes.
I love that.
Well, yeah, he was the Kingpin in a way.
Yes. And of course, Jessica Chastain won the Oscar for the role, which was actually kind of surprising. But, fairly deserved. She is a solid actress. Yeah.
But let's talk about our next one, which also falls along those lines. Wait, are they back again?
Yeah, they're back again.
Oh, crap.
As we all know, nothing makes a film quite like its use of music. After all, how else are you going to tell an errant girl that it's her unbirthday? You know? Have a happy unbirthday to you. All right. So, that movie aside... Wait, was that a movie? No, that was a documentary. Never mind. Modern films still use music well. Some better than others. Some people would say these were the 6 best of the past year. We have Clerk, Encanto, No Time to Die, Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised, Tick, Tick, Boom, like the title on that one, and West Side Story.
Now, before you say the winner, you know, really and truly, there's a grammatical error there. There should be a period after Clerk.
There should.
That is the most important part of the film.
Oh.
To me, without the period, the film would not be as good.
Well, you know, if we're going off of this, whoever wrote this, the grammar is a nightmare. It's a hot mess. But you are right about Clerk.
Yes. It makes the movie, I tell you.
Indeed.
As soon as I saw that period, I wanted to see the film.
Oh, good to know.
But that's not here nor there, because the winner may not even be Clerk.
No, indeed, the winner is Encanto.
Not Clerk. It's because of the period, isn't it?
No, we don't talk about the real reason. Yeah.
Well, of course, as always, I think that's their last appearance in reality this time, isn't it?
No.
No, they got one more. Well, at least it's getting there. And the winner of this one wasn't too bad. I mean, use of music in film, though I would have loved to have seen Summer of Soul take it. Still, I mean, Disney films are about that, but they're all original songs.
It's like I said before, yes, they used music to phenomenal effect in Encanto. You can't deny that. Nah, I'm happy with it. I would have loved to seen Summer of Soul win, you know, but yes, this was a good, solid choice.
So, what is our number 9?
Number 9. Okay, number 9. A film that kind of snuck in there a little bit, I think. It kind of did some sneaking, which is strange given the size of its protagonists. And that is Godzilla versus Kong.
Actually, very good timing.
Gotta say it that way. Godzilla vs. Kong was a hot mess of a movie. They were trying too hard to be too many things all at once. Oh, Godzilla! But it was still entertaining. And it had some good solid stuff. It had some good solid visuals, sound, all that stuff. I don't know about Best Picture, but, you know, as we said, we had some popular choices this year.
I thought I saw something move. I went to investigate. What was it?
You mean besides Godzilla?
Godzilla was here?
Maybe it was Mothra.
Oh.
Those Mothra were good. Huh. Okay.
I'm going hunting. I'll be back. Check out this award.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
It's been quite a time. Quite a little party here. I think we have had quite a good time. Hey, you want some? Maybe some of this as well. As you can see with the clacking of cutlery and cups. The movement of furniture. It's all sound. Without sound, this would be silent. We'd have to put text up on the board every time the sound goes.
And we'd have to add cricket sound effects. That is a given.
True.
Except for some of the nominees on this list.
So the nominees for Best Sound are The Quiet Place Part 2, Dune, Encanto, Godzilla vs. Kong, Nightmare Alley, and Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. And the winner is... Let's do a little bit of drum roll here. Godzilla vs. Kong, yes! Come on down. You've won yourself a cup of tea and maybe some gin.
And that won't be enough for him.
Where has the gin gone?
Where is the gin always gone?
Well, thank you for having us for the Versus Awards. It has been a great, great honor. But if you want to see more of us, you should come join us in Wonderland. There's a lovely, lovely little patch, a lovely little program on Danejurous Arts called August in Wonderland. See the link below.
We're
for more
all
details.
mad here. Oh, well, what do you know? We timed that well. Godzilla, yes, Godzilla, you won editing. Sound, sorry, you won sound. Yes, do your little victory dance. It will be your only one. But yes, Godzilla v. Kong winning Best Sound. I'm sorry, I would have given it to every other one of those nominees, but it was still a solid choice.
Where is he?
He's gone. You missed him.
Why didn't you catch him?
Because he's a fast little bugger. And he just won an award. I didn't want to spoil his fun.
Yeah. It's sort of like Transformers winning the award for sound.
Oh, well, I would want to spoil their fun.
And now for something completely different.
So, number 8 for Best Picture, Judas and the Black Messiah. This is one that I feel did get some love, but was in the wrong year. And now it's the right year, and of course it gets no love because it can't be nominated. So I'm glad it got love here.
Some.
Some.
Yeah.
Should have gotten more.
Yes.
But it was an excellent film.
Very good.
Amazing acting. I really do think it was one of the best films of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I am glad that it at least got a Best Picture nomination.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we're moving on to Best Edits.
Yeah, another one with Cody.
I think it's his last one, isn't it?
No, he's got one more.
Man, he's doing a lot of them this year.
Yeah.
All right, next award is for Best Editing. First, we have Godzilla vs. Kong, Last Night in Soho, Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, The Suicide Squad, Summer of Soul or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised, and West Side Story. And the winner is The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's better than Suicide Squad getting Best Editing.
Oh, jeez. that turd.
That didn't deserve any editing awards, but it still got an Oscar.
Well, I mean, I can see it winning makeup, but really it's the principle of the thing. How does Suicide Squad have more Oscars than The Suicide Squad had nominations, if I remember correctly?
Even in the future, nothing works.
That required a drink thinking about that win.
Yeah. You're right. I need a drink for that.
Especially since you got to talk about the 7th nominee.
Ah.
Very controversial.
Very controversial due to some stupid-ass stuff that went down at the Oscars. But we do have a nominee in King Richard, where Will Smith plays Richard Williams, paterfamilias of the Williams family, well-known tennis superstars. And we had a few nominations for this film. It was very well liked by those who saw it. And it is a good film. It's a solid film. Will Smith's acting was solid. The girls that played the Williams sisters were phenomenal. Had great use of music. Very, very good, well done sports shots. But, you know, John Blumenthal had an Oscar-worthy mustache, if I remember correctly. But you just can't get over what Will Smith went and friggin' did at the Oscars, and the way the Oscars handled it or didn't handle it.
Oh boy.
But
might be his only one for a while.
We still gave it a nod because it was a solid film, and because we have a tendency to nominate things regardless of whatever controversies may be going on.
Love the art, not the artist.
Well, we try.
These are the kind of thoughts that kept me out of the really good schools.
Well, then again, no, that Woody Allen film did not come out. Though I wonder if the 50th film that he does is going to be...
By his timetable, it'll be out probably next year.
So, hey, maybe.
Or maybe this year. Maybe this year.
It's hard to say with those.
No, I think he's just gone into production.
Yeah, that's
It'll be
true.
next year.
So, Rifkin's would be his 48th film.
Right.
What was the one after Rifkin's? That one will probably be out this year, if it's not already been out this year.
Was Rifkin's the 48th?
Maybe, or was it the 49th? I don't know.
I thought that was.
I'd have to look it up, and I'm not going to look it up right now because we're in the middle of the Oscars, our own Oscars.
The anti-Oscars, yeah.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it.
So, yeah. Any case,
animation film.
Yeah.
Best animation in film. Animation has been an integral part of the film industry since the beginning. It has been telling stories through painterly forms all the way to CGI. For our nominees in Best in Film, Encanto, Luca, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, Raya the Last Dragon, Belle, and Spider-Man No Way Home. The winner is Raya and the Last Dragon.
So, Raya and the Last Dragon. Had good animation, good solid, a lot of action.
Animation.
A lot more action than Encanto, so I could understand it. But there were some amazing other bits of animation there. Belle used a very good amount of computer animation mixed with some hand animation, I think. And then you've got, of course, Spider-Man, No Way Home, which had the greatest animation of all of these films.
Yeah, well, technically, a lot of it was computer animated, but there's a very fine line between computer animation and visual effects, and apparently some of our nominators didn't really see that line.
Ah, you fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders.
Well, I guess not.
Yeah.
We need to redefine some of these. What's going to be done for best animation film?
Well, yeah.
But, any case, speaking of, before we get to that, let's talk about number 6, which is the Mauritanian. The Mauritanian, it's a terrible, terrible travesty what happened in the Oscars at 2020, because that one was missed. Not only was it looked over like, oh, well, we've got a whole bunch, we got every 2020 film, and we got like 2 months of 2021 films. We got too many. I guess this one has to go off the list. I am certain that if it had been included in the 2021, 2022 Oscars for 2021, I'm sure it would have gotten some nominations. It's an amazing film, amazing acting, probably one of the best acting jobs of that year. It is a spectacular film, hard film to watch, but a worthy film for you, the audience.
Indeed.
But we got other things to talk about.
Oh, that jerk's back.
Indeed.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I had to kick the fellas out of the movie cave because of their poor performance last year on the awards. Of course, it's up to you to see if they get back. But all joking aside, let's talk about the awards this year. We've got a few that, we just didn't have enough guests, so they had to get some of the local talent on file in order to get. So let's go ahead and talk. So let's see here. We've got Best Visual Effects. So Best Visual Effects is simply, visual effects. You know, like Star Wars and Star Wars. That's about what we've got. Of course, the visual effects in my film were real, so there was nothing needed. Can't really mess with perfection, if you know what I mean. So, the nominations for Best Visual Effects are Dune Part 1, Encanto, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Godzilla vs. Kong, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and finally, Spider-Man No Way Home. Well, going to be a rather tense one here, and the winner is Ghostbusters Afterlife. You know, Ghostbusters was an interesting one. A lot of interesting effects. Not as much CG as 2016, but not as much practical as the original. Still very interesting. Congratulations.
Well, that's the end of Ginger Dead Man.
Woohoo!
Matter of fact, I think we reached the end of the Hatter and the March Hare, too.
Go on then. I think you might be right.
But we'll figure that out in a minute. But visual effects, we did have Ghostbusters. They did have some pretty good stuff, good mixes of practical and CG effects. And 2013 just went all in on the CG. And a lot of people complained about that, among other things. But
2016?
Yeah. But
yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife, they tried really hard to recapture the spirit of the originals, but they did not try to go so far as to make it look like it came out in the 80s. They give it that 80s vibe, but they give it more of a modern polish. And I think it worked really well.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah.
So what have we got at number 5?
Number 5, another film that draws from the past but has a modern edge to it. The new film from Guillermo del Toro, Nightmare Alley. A retelling of a novel that was originally made as a film with Tyrone Power back in the 40s. This one stars Bradley Cooper in the main role. We've already seen Cate Blanchett, one supporting actress for this film. We had David Strathairn for supporting actor. We had some a lot of the behind-the-scenes categories. This one at least should have been, or was a contender.
Yeah, I think it was for production.
It was a gorgeous film.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous film. Really interesting the way it went. Interesting structure. An ending that was very much an anti-Hollywood ending, and I loved it. I do need to read the novel and see how that actually went, but good film. It was nice to see Guillermo del Toro step a little bit out of his comfort zone, but not fully. It was still,
You know, for kids.
Indeed, yes, for kids.
For kids.
Well, we got another fun thing for kids coming up.
Best Animated Feature. The nominees are Encanto, Flea, Hilda and the Mountain King, Luca, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and Belle. And the winner is Encanto. Yay!
Well, animated feature, I guess it's the end of Brittany. Again, thank you to Brittany and Imbria Arts for this. Check out the link down below for some fun Let's Plays, art, comics, you name it. Brittany has it. You should check it out. And animated feature, Encanto, I knew it was going to win.
Yeah.
Though I did think because Raya and the Last Dragon did get a lot of love that it might have had a chance to edge it out. It was not my pick for Best Animated Feature, but I thought maybe because of all the love Raya had gotten, that maybe it was going to eke out a win against this one. But I do think this one was the better film at the end of the day. A little bit more original, not a lot more original, a little bit more. And though there wasn't a lot more action, there was a lot more, I want to say, story to it.
There was a little bit of action. But yeah, somewhat deeper story. It was more of a character-driven story, although Raya had a lot of that too. Personally, I would have loved to have said Belle should have won this, but Belle just tried to ram too much into the story and it got a little messy. But it was a gorgeous film, though.
It was no Summer Wars.
No, it wasn't, sadly.
But what is as good as Summer Wars is our number 4.
You couldn't get through that, could you?
I think it's the only low budget feature in our best, which is surprising that this is the one. I want to say it's a full moon.
No, it's not. We know why it got in.
It's a full moon feature called The Resonator Miskatonic U, which is a continuous. It's a. I want to say it's the Beyond. I think it's that one. There's another film. It was an older film that was done that had a similar thing. It's also Lovecraftian, and this is the kind of pseudo sequel to that. And it's supposed to really start it up, and I think there's going to be a series or something. It's going to be there.
See the other one.
It's the original is the best. I mean, it is. It's just really good. This one does have a lot of those edges and disturbing things, but it is what it is.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. I actually enjoyed it. It was weird, and But I wish someone had told me about it in time to nominate it for low budget feature, because I'd never friggin' heard of this.
Did it get a low budget feature nomination?
No.
That's strange. That it would make it to this, not low budget feature.
Right.
Monkey's out of the bottle, man.
Now, again, we know why it did.
Yeah.
Hit. Anyway.
Any case, I guess the next up is going to be...
Dane is coming back.
Dane coming back. We get in those acting categories.
Yeah.
Welcome back, boys and girls. The Cheshire Cat and I are here to tell you the nominees for Best Actress. That's right, those leading ladies of the silver screen who make us oh so happy indeed. These were some of the best of this year. The nominees are Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday; Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye; McKenna Grace, Ghostbusters Afterlife; Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos; Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers; Robin Wright, Land. And the award goes to McKenna Grace for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Can you believe it, Cheshire? Won over Jessica Chastain and Nicole Kidman. That girl has a bright future ahead of her. Now stay tuned for later on in the program, where we will be reading out Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor.
Well, actress. I actually do think that she's actually a bright young actress for Ghostbusters, and she kind of did take the lead. She did do a remarkable job for someone her age.
I thought they did a phenomenal job of casting, because McKenna Grace, actually the character she played looked like Egon Spengler. But and then also props to her, because she also wrote and performed the theme song that played at the end of the movie.
Oh, very
which
cool.
is and I've seen the video for it. It's a solid video, and she looks totally different in the video. But
oh yeah,
yeah. But I was kind of happy to see her win. She wasn't my top pick, but it was kind of cool.
We had a lot of good actresses.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
the person
some solid ones.
Who was it that played Tammy Faye?
Jessica Chastain.
Was she up?
She was nominated.
So yeah. Oh well. In any case,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters got that love, but not that Spider-Man love.
No, not that Spider-Man love. That Spider-Man love got...
Is going to come next. But before we get to that, let's talk about number 3.
Ah, yes. We'll talk about Ryu Tohime no Solokasugo. I can't remember the full title. You didn't bother to put the full title there. But anyway, Belle, which is the new film from Mamoru Hosoda. We have referenced it repeatedly throughout the show. It was a lovely film. It was gorgeous animation, wonderful music, wonderful use of music in film. That was one of the top ones for that. And a nominee for original song and score. Really a great film in many ways, but probably, even though I enjoyed it a little bit more than The Boy and the Beast, and possibly more so than that's probably where I'd put it on my list for Hosoda films. It's probably his messiest film. He tried too hard to insert a Beauty and the Beast storyline into another story, and it was a very uneasy balance, but it's still a good film, and one of the best of the year. I would still say one of the best of the year. Happy to see an Animu up there in the top.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But we got a little bit left, and that is another acting category.
Indeed.
All right, boys and girls, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. These are the nominations for Best Actor, those leading men who just blew us off our feet this year, and there were quite a few that were worthy of mention, including the following nominees: Andrew Garfield for Tick, Tick, Boom; Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah; Nicolas Cage for Willy's Wonderland; Ryan Reynolds, Free Guy; Tahar Rahim for Mauritanian; and Tom Holland for Spider-Man No Way Home. And the Best Actor award goes to Tom Holland for Spider-Man No Way Home. Yay! I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I am thrilled at this award win. Congratulations, Tom. If you should want to know more about me and what I do, my name is Dane Kyle, and I host the review show August in Wonderland on my YouTube channel, Danejurous Arts, Danejurous Arts. Please check it out. Like, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for joining us. Oh, be quiet, Erebus.
You know, after that one, I need a drink.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm running low. Huh.
You gotta conserve. I mean, I did a lot of drinking pre-party, but I was pretty good about conserving. We had a long show.
We're doing good, given how little slurring we're doing. But yes, Tom Holland was great as Spider-Man. He has been consistently great as Spider-Man. But come on, really? Some of these people... Tahar Rahim, man! Tahar Rahim!
For more people saw Spider-Man.
Well, yeah.
No, sir, I don't like it.
But even so, I mean, come on, Daniel Kaluuya, maybe?
We had every single actor up there, in my opinion, did a better job. But they were in a less well-viewed film.
Yeah, I haven't even seen Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, Nicolas Cage, best actor, hands down.
I did see him in Pig, which he was excellent and did better than Tom Holland in that one. But, yeah.
Well, speaking of that...
Yeah.
Pig
didn't get any love, sadly.
Yes.
Oh, well.
My last presentation for a best picture is Pig. No, just kidding. It's somebody would kill me because of who it would be replacing. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Of course, it was one of the biggest films of the year. Most everybody loved it.
I did.
If you looked at the awards and you're keeping track, a lot of people loved this film.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's amazingly done. It does look good. It paid off on a lot of things. If the Spider-Man films end here, you know, they end in a good place. They kind of broke the streak of terrible third films. Or non-existent third films because the second film was too terrible. So, you know, that's pretty good. But we still got a little ways to go. But thank you, Dane. And, of course... thank you to your channel, Dangerous Arts, where we have some amazing stuff, not just August in Wonderland, but he also did Oztober, which is an amazing thing, and he's going to do another Oztober, I think, this year, or at least something regarding that.
I know he's working on something. He plans to do another Oztober. Yes. I think he's working on something else right now, but we'll find out.
But you should check out his channel.
Yes.
But before we get down to the brass tacks, we still got one more to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, two more, technically.
But we got a new presenter.
We do.
Brace yourself.
Hey guys, it's me, Kyle Rapport here. You all know me on YouTube as MovieBuff1. I'm here to present the award for Best Low Budget Feature. And personally, I'm a big, huge fan of low budget films. I love all low budget films. Films like Video Violence, Return to Splatter Farm, and I just love how low budget films it shows how creative people can get with just a camera, and how people are quick thinking, and low budget films they don't get the attention span that it should get, and the recognition that it gets. They're so creative and so amazing. I just love low budget filmmaking, and I also act in low budget films, so it's really fun to be. Low budget filmmaking is an amazing thing. But without further ado, let's get to the nominees for Best Low Budget Feature of 2022, and here are the nominees. And the nominees for Best Low Budget Feature are Camp Murder, The Craiglot Incident, Part 2, Dante's Shadow of Sin, Mass, New York Ninja, and Stephen King's Sharks of the Corn. And the winner for Best Low Budget Feature is... Dun, 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 New York Ninja! Give it up for New York Ninja, everybody! Yay! Yay! New York Ninja! Raya!
So, that was our friend of our channel, Kyle Rappaport, and we were looking at New York Ninja, a film from the 70s that never was, that got redubbed and given new life, and is now our pick for a low-budget feature. It had some real supporters in our group, that's for sure.
It did.
A lot of people like that one.
I had some that I liked better this year, but I understand. It was solid, and considering that it was partly done and people did go to lengths to try and finish it, there's a labor of love there. I can't really besmirch that.
Right.
And you should check out Kyle's stuff. Kyle's in a number of movies, including that Sharkula review. And you need to check out the Shackle Demon Project, which you can watch on streaming by the link below if you pay like $2. That's not bad. That's not a bad price for a good found footage film.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he's got a channel, MovieBuff1, where you can see lots of cool reviews. He posted a whole bunch of those and a behind the scenes where he does a little bit of movie hunting, which is going to be pretty fun.
Good deal.
So you should check out his channel. Subscribe. Give him some numbers. Tell him that we sent you.
Now, I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed, though, with this category, because I went out of my way to seek out some nice, critically acclaimed, low-budget films, and no one else watched them.
I did.
You did after the fact. No one else wanted to watch them beforehand. But I managed to sneak Mass in there. Ha!
Didn't win.
No, but I got it in there. It is an excellent film. A very, 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 very hard to watch film. Much like, you could even call it a tragedy.
Yeah.
Much like the next one, which actually is the newest, actually the last of our nominees for Best Picture. A film that was the solo outing, the first solo outing from one half of a duo who got their start with a little old, low-budget feature. This was this gentleman was the editor on a little film by their bud Sam Raimi called The Evil Dead. And then they went on to do I believe a low-budget feature, Blood Simple. The Coen brothers have since then done some phenomenal stuff. But Ethan decided he pretty much wanted to retire from filmmaking, and now apparently he's already working on another film. But
really, really good retirement.
Yes, I know. These people retire so well, but it is a documentary, which is unusual for them.
Retire well, retire often.
Yes, exactly.
I've had worse. You lie.
But Joel, for his solo outing, decided to go back to the bar to adapt a a play frequently called That Scottish Play. And his film is The Tragedy of Macbeth. And the tragedy of Macbeth is that no one watched it or cared about it. Freaking gorgeous camera work in this movie. Abso-freaking-lutely gorgeous camera work. Great acting too. Denzel Washington as Macbeth, he was solid. Frances McDormand was a solid Lady Macbeth. He had a bunch of good people there. If I remember correctly, I think Duncan was played by the dude who played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
Spider-Man had better camera work.
I beg to differ. But Tragedy of Macbeth, everyone.
So I got the secret package here. This has a number of traps, but also has the actual winner of Best Picture. But while I hunt for that, we got a director to look at, so take a look at that. I gotta get to work on this disarming.
All right, next up, Best Director. Many great directors come to mind. Let's see what the nominees were for this one. First, we have Guillermo del Toro for Nightmare Alley. We have Jared Bush, Byron Howard, and Charisse Castro-Smith for Encanto. We have James Gunn for The Suicide Squad. We have Ronaldo Marcus Green for King Richard. Ryusuke Hamaguchi, Drive My Car. And Shaka King for Judas and the Black Messiah. And the winner is James Gunn for The Suicide Squad.
Alright, I think I finally found it.
Okay.
So we got a long list for Best Picture, so why don't I go ahead, since you did the number one, I guess I'll do the listings.
I should make a quick commentary on the director, I suppose.
I guess.
And you should probably give Cody a shout out. That was his last time with us.
True. Cody is, of course, he is, well, we talked about the Paranoia tapes, but he's also in a number of other things. He's got Faces Dying 5. He is up and coming in the low-budget scene. Who knows? Maybe he'll be taking over the low-budget feature category if Kyle's like, I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah, could be. And of course, our pick happened to be for James Gunn for The Suicide Squad. And you got to give the man props for taking a shite movie and turning it into gold.
Thanks, Disney, for firing him when he went over there.
Yes, they fired him for some decade-old tweets. And then Warner snapped him up, and then Disney's like, oh, damn it, we messed up.
No, he's directing the third Guardians, I believe. So.
And I believe he's directing the Christmas special as well. So, you know, they doubled down on that. They were like, no. He is ours, damn it. But he not only nailed the spirit of the comics, which the first movie abysmally failed to do, but he did it by seamlessly combining big budget action superhero extravaganza with trauma.
Yes.
And how many people are going to do that? So, yeah, it was good on him. You know?
Well, here we are at the end. And I'll tell you what, I will do the nominations and you can do the winner.
Woo!
So, the nominees for Best Picture are Cruella, Encanto, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Godzilla vs. Kong, Judas and the Black Messiah, King Richard, The Mauritanian, Nightmare Alley, The Resonator, Miskatonic U, Belle, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and The Tragedy of Macbeth.
And the winner is...
There you go. Take a look.
What am I looking at?
There's the winner right there.
And the winner is... That's... Spider-Man. No, I don't know what I grabbed. Spider-Man, No Way Home.
No, that's a good representation.
Is that it? Is that what I wanted? Or is that what I wanted?
Yeah, that's what you wanted right there.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Spider-Man, No Way Home.
There we go. So, that was it for this time's awards. I hope that we get more of you so we can be let back in next year to the movie room.
Yeah. My ass is sore. We're on these stools. They don't feel good. And I don't have much gin left. I might as well finish it.
Whereas the gin gone. One more drink, but then, you know what?
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Let's get a weapon. We're going to take back that movie room. Alright, come on. Watch it. Watch the camera.
Hey, what are y'all doing? Put that down. Put that down. At least give me a drink of it first.
No drink for you.